Alright guys, we are back here with the mini bike today, and we are making them go a little faster. So I want to show you what we got going on, what we've already did. So this is the Coleman CT200 UEX that we just got. And let me go ahead and switch the camera around and I'll show you what we've got so far and what we got planned to do. Okay, if you look, the first thing that I've done, you can see right there where that cut mark is. All right, we've gone ahead and took the Dremel, moved in there and cut that off. Now that's that throttle set screw. If you look and I take my throttle and I turn it down all the way, you can still see that there is a gap between there still. And what that is, it is binding the spring right here on the throttle cable. Is binding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Phillips head screwdriver and I'm going to take the spring right here off. And when I do that, I'm going to have to connect a spring right here, all right, to here. We'll probably drill a hole right here. We're going to mount a spring because we're going to need that throttle to return. So that's going to give us a little more speed right there. And then I got the gas tank lifted up and you'll see the governor right here. Okay, so instead of doing the zip tie delete, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill another hole about right here in this governor arm, and that will increase the tension enough, because I don't want to do a complete governor bypass on here. I did that last night and what I had was valve flutter. Okay, and so what I want to do is I want to get this just before the valves start fluttering. So I'm going to put a hole right here to do that. Okay, and I'm just going to drill that in line. This thing, it automatically, when you get it, it comes set on this middle hole right here. You take that out, and this would open the governor, this would close. So we want to come out further this way and put a hole in. So let me go ahead and get this spring removed and get some holes drilled in here, and we'll check speeds and see the difference. I can tell you right now, when you get this bike, it's going to go 19 miles an hour stock. You take this screw out, it goes 21 miles an hour. So we're going to see, we're going to do a speed test and we'll see what we're running when this spring is out and we've done a little bit of governor bypass on here. We'll be back at you. I have removed the spring, and if you'll see, this goes all the way up here right now. All right, now I've got a spring right here. I cut it off to about, I'd say it's about 16, 17 coils. You can pause it and count it if you want to. And that means I can just hook it right here. And what I'm gonna do is, instead of drilling a hole, I found out I don't have to. I'm actually gonna be able to put this right through there, and that'll give me enough tension to return this whenever I release the throttle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, and then we will be back with drilling the holes through the governor arm up here. Okay, you can see the hole is drilled in. There's where it is. This is it. Full throttle here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together and see what kind of results we get. Okay, y'all, I want to show you something real quick because me and my buddy are both doing this at the same time on two different bikes. Okay, if you see right, let me get a good picture of it. Right here, I want you to look at this piece right there on mine. Now notice, whenever I do my throttle, it goes all the way. Now this is on the CT200UEX, but Coleman uses the same engine on all of their bigger bikes. So he ran into this issue, and he has the BT200X, and if you'll look, there's actually 3 little holes drilled in here on his, but it's a bigger plate, and so it's going now, but that bigger plate was hitting here, and it wasn't closing all the way. So just something to look out for if your engine's got that on it. He had to go ahead, I don't know if you can tell or not, he took a pair of needle nose pliers and bent that up so he could get that throttle to go all the way. Alright guys, we just did about 15-20 minutes of test runs, and we checked out the speed on both of these with the GPS, and I'm running 27 on the GPS, and we actually compared it to a side-by-side. I was running 28 according to his speedo, and Daniel's bike over here, it was actually running well over 30. So what we had to do is let me see. Yeah, you can see right there, we had to put that set screw in. We had to put the set screw back in. And we got it governed back down to, or idled back down rather, to 27 to match this one. Because I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but once you hit 30 miles an hour on these things, the valves, they start to flutter, and you really need to increase the poundage on your valve springs if you're gonna run that. And we don't need all the speed. This is all we need, and because we just do a lot of mountain trail riding with this, and what we're driving, we're going 10-15 miles an hour and under most of the time, just from the rocky terrain that we're on. But anyway, guys, hope I helped you out. Hope you learned something. And I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Appreciate you watching. Like always, like and subscribe if you haven't. And I don't know, maybe next video will be the back rack that we're building for these. I started on this one. I'm almost finished. I got to get a piece of C-channel, though, for a brace. But as soon as I get that done, I'm going to get that video uploaded right after this one. Take care. See you around.
304.